Hi there, my name is Josh. I'm one of the co-founders here at F365. I want to share a little story with you about something that's happened over the last week that has just put my eyebrows through the ceiling. And I just can't believe that this exists from a tier one company in the advertising market that actually hurts real people. And I hope that it's not affecting you. And if it is, it's something I can fix pretty easily. At F365, our design philosophy is that menus in your business software should be as clear as possible and always tell you, the user, what's going to happen when you choose that setting. The interface must not lie or mislead you, the user, about what will happen. Should be basic, right? Okay, story time. I'm taking the time to do this following an account review with an F365 user who configured a really nice, great ad campaign to promote their UK business. But they were getting really poor conversions. And that call left me appalled, just angry, okay? And I want to make sure that no one else is being hurt by this. They were convinced that their Google Ads campaign would only promote their services to people located here in the UK. But they had dozens of no-show appointments. And when we did a little digging, and we checked the phone numbers and the IP addresses of the patients that booked in F365 from their campaigns, they're from places like Nigeria, DRC, India, etc. And furthermore, the smart intakes and intake forms were typically not being completed either. Something was really, really wrong here. And I have nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with Nigeria, DRC, India, okay? But that's not the customer that they can sell to, right? That's not their patient. They can't provide services to them. On our call, we really got down into the weeds to look and go into the Google Ads campaign directly. And we discovered one tiny little deliberately obfuscated Google Ads setting that was costing them thousands in wasted advertising budget. It was causing missed appointments and a massive amount of lost revenue. And what really, really makes me furious is that Google makes this the default setting and hides it from you. When you choose a target location for your adverts, there's a setting where the hidden default does the opposite of what the user is clearly trying to do in 99% of cases. Let's say you wanted to sell your services, like they do, to a potential patient here in the UK or in the USA, i.e. you want to pay for ads to show to patients that are actually your potential customers. You would think that by selecting targeted location for the UK or USA, that you would only show your ads to those patients, right? Wrong. Google's hidden default setting does the exact opposite of targeting a location. Google Ads default setting for location targeting is presence or interest. People in, regularly in, or who've shown interest in your targeted locations. And it's the recommended default hidden setting. In other words, setting targeted location for your Google Ads campaign, the location does absolutely nothing by default and can waste thousands of your marketing budget on showing ads to people who you cannot see as a patient. I'm sure there are dozens of seasoned professional marketeers working for big companies managing million-dollar campaigns who will just roll their eyes and say, well, it's their fault for not turning that off and they should have known better, etc. And at the risk of sounding like Louis Rossmann, if you happen to pick up what he does on the right to repair and things like that, or just an old man yelling at a cloud, I'd say that is not how software should be. Menu settings should always be clear about what it does and by default act in your best interest as the user. And where there's a very clear or potential conflict of interest, like this, between what's best for the software vendor and what's best for the customer, it must absolutely not be a hidden default that steals people's money unless they happen to go and click the option. We've included some pictures in this to show you where the setting is. If you're stuck, please let us know. Happy to help. And we'll make sure that you're not suffering the same problem. Look after yourselves. Talk soon.